Hi folks, Chris Voss here from the chrisvossshow.com, the chrisvossshow.com. Coming here with a blog post I want to take and share with you. This is a company called Twylah, a friend of mine, Eric Kim's company, and what he's basically done is created a magazine-style layout for your your Twitter feed, I should say. Now, what he's done here is he's created a beautiful layout. Twylah goes into your Twitter feed, takes and assimilates topics and common things that you're constantly talking about on your Twitter feed and makes different topics for you. You can see here the Google+, Facebook review, quotes, social media, how to, iPad. You can either come see some other things. Now, these are all topics that I normally on a regular basis talk about or post about on Twitter. So what it's done is it's gone through and created its own topics, and of course whatever you talk about is what it's going to go through and propagate. Now what's really cool here is you've got the +1 of course features, the tweet, the like buttons. This is a site that if you're a business or you're somebody who wants to put something forth very professional looking on your Twitter account, this looks much better to share with the client on your Twitter element as opposed to some of the dysfunction that you see on Twitter and just words spread all over. So this gives you more of a visual aspect. You can see the videos are loaded in, so are the links, some of the different topics, of course, that we can go into, some of the videos that we have, quotes that I've run, reviews that I've done, how to iPad. You can even see it pops up with a suggestion to get you to follow me. This is a much better link if you want business people to come to your website and see your Twitter engagement. This is a much better way to look at it than it would be, just to go to Twitter, tell people to go to your Twitter page and see, what that mess looks like. So it's done an awesome job here, Twylah has done with this, and they deal with companies and people in helping them achieve what they want to take and do in making a much more beautiful outlook on their Twitter page. And of course we can come in, we can see all the different things that Chris Voss has reviewed. Here's the review section of this, and some of the recent tweets you can see, and pretty cool stuff. Looks like it's got all my videos propagated in here, which is really neat. Wow, this is pretty cool. So it's got basically, if you want to topic into a section of what I normally talk about on Twitter, this is a great way to do it, where you're like, hey, I want to see all Chris Voss's reviews. I want to see what Chris Voss says about Facebook. I want to see what Chris Voss says about Google+, the iPad, etc., etc. Great way to get this data and information without having to be relegated to, the craziness of a Twitter stream, if you've ever seen that things, and your client has to look at that. This looks much more professional. So be sure to contact Twylah, my friend at Eric Kim, and check out his wonderful product that he's made here. This is pretty awesome. This looks better than Twitter. Twitter should buy Twylah. Thanks for coming by the chrisvossshow.com. Bye-bye. Hi folks, Chris Voss here from the chrisvossshow.com, the chrisvossshow.com. There's two new features that have been added to Google Plus that are very cool. One is you can now control whether people can download your photos or not. This is important because a lot of times if you put something on the internet, sometimes it's gone forever unless you watermark it or make sure your copyright's attached to it somehow. Some people use Flickr a lot of the time on Google Plus. I know I did during the early days because I wanted to not have my photos stolen. So this is a great way where you can control if you want your photos downloaded by users or not on Google+. Or one case you might want to do this is, like, I know sometimes people will take photos and then go publish them as their own or publish funny posts as their own. This may force people to actually have to share your post as opposed to stealing it, if you will. I know there's some people that get upset about that. It doesn't bother me that much. So how you do this now with the new feature that's been installed is you go up to Gear, you click on Gear, you'll change to Google Plus Settings, which will bring you to the page we're on now. If you page down to the bottom, it's defaulted to where you have to choose to allow your viewers to download your photos. You'll have to click the box if you want them to be able to do it. So that's very nice that Google thought of that instead of just screwing us by throwing everyone's photos out in the wind. So the beautiful part here is as we look at a photo, we can now download a photo. Let's see if we can find one really quick here. I'm not really sure what that was. That's pretty crazy. Let's take a look at this photo. And the new feature that's been added here is if you click on Actions down here at the bottom, you can see we now have a Download Photo menu. Before, you just had to do a right-click Save As to get a photo, but now you can just click Download Photo. It will download the photo for you if the user is allowing you to download photos. Pretty cool. Thanks for coming by the ChrisVossShow.com. Be sure to check back daily. Bye-bye.